Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll learn the prerequisites of Microsoft Sentinel. Hello, Shivam.
Hi, Mike.
What are the prerequisites of Microsoft Sentinel?
Mike, before deploying Microsoft Sentinel, there are some prerequisites that need to be fulfilled. The number one is active Azure subscription.
Why is Azure subscription required?
Microsoft Sentinel is a cloud-native solution, so you will need to have an active Azure subscription to deploy it. Second comes the permissions.
And what kind of permissions are required to use Microsoft Sentinel?
To enable Microsoft Sentinel, you need to have a contributor permission to the subscription in which the Microsoft Sentinel workspace reside. Secondly, to use the Microsoft Sentinel, you should have contributor or reader permissions on the resource group that the workspace belongs to. Third comes the data sources.
And what data sources are you referring to?
So you need to identify or configure the data sources that you want to collect the security events from, such as an Azure Active Directory, Azure Activity. The fourth one is security data connectors.
And what are security data connectors?
To collect data from various sources, you need to configure the relevant security data connectors in Microsoft. So here we have security events via legacy agent and Windows security events via AMA. The fifth one is knowledge of security concepts.
What do you mean by knowledge of security concepts?
As Microsoft Sentinel is a security solution, so it is important to have a good understanding of security concepts and best practices. The sixth one is knowledge of Azure services.
And what do you mean by knowledge of Azure services?
Mike, it is also recommended to have good understanding of Azure services such as Azure Storage, Azure Functions, and Azure Logic Apps, as they are used in deployment and management of Microsoft Sentinel.
Thank you, Shivam. In the next course, we'll go over the management levels and hierarchy in Microsoft Sentinel.